Hey everyone, and welcome back to Thesaurus Thrive. I'm Lily, and I am so excited to be here with you today. Have you ever started something new, something really challenging, and then felt like just giving up, like this is too hard, I can't do this?
Oh, absolutely, Lily. I think everyone has felt that way at some point. It's that moment when you hit a wall, like when I was trying to learn to play the guitar. I wanted to quit so many times when my fingers hurt and I couldn't get the chords right.
Exactly. That feeling is so common. And guess what? Learning English can sometimes feel like that too, right? You might hit a plateau or struggle with a new grammar point or feel nervous about speaking. But what if I told you that the secret to success, not just in English, but in anything you do, is to simply never give up? Today, we're diving into an inspiring story that will not only motivate you, but also teach you tons of useful English phrases and vocabulary about perseverance. We're going to learn how to express ideas related to overcoming challenges, pushing through difficulties, and ultimately, achieving your goals.
That sounds fantastic, Lily. I think everyone listening can benefit from a boost of motivation, especially when it comes to their English learning journey. And learning through a story? That's such a natural and fun way to pick up new words and phrases.
It really is. So let's jump right into our story for today. It's about a young woman named Clara. Clara had a dream, not just any dream, but a really big one. She wanted to open her own bakery. She loved baking more than anything. The smell of fresh bread, the taste of sweet pastries, the joy she saw on people's faces when they tried her creations, it all filled her with so much happiness. She imagined a cozy little shop with warm lights, a display full of delicious treats, and happy customers enjoying coffee and cake.
A bakery. Oh, I love bakeries. That sounds like such a beautiful dream. But I can imagine it's also a very challenging dream to make real, right? Starting any kind of business is tough.
You are absolutely right, Ava. And Clara quickly learned just how challenging it would be. The first challenge was money. She didn't have much savings. She needed money to rent a place, buy ovens, mixers, ingredients, everything. Many people told her, Clara, it's too expensive. You'll never get enough money. It's an impossible dream. Clara heard these words, and sometimes she felt really discouraged. To feel discouraged means to lose confidence or enthusiasm. She felt like her dream was too big for her. She started to doubt herself. Have you ever felt discouraged, Ava?
Oh, many times, especially when I was trying to learn a new language. There were moments when I felt like my progress was too slow and I just wanted to stop. It's that feeling of disappointment, like you're not good enough, or it's just not going to work out.
Exactly that feeling. But here's the important part about Clara. Even though she felt discouraged, she did not give up. This is our key phrase, never give up. It means to continue trying, even when it's difficult or when you're facing problems. Clara decided she would find a way. She started working extra hours at her part-time job. She saved every penny she could. She also started selling her pastries at local markets on weekends, just to earn a little extra money and get her name out there. It was hard work, really hard.
So she was really persistent. Persistent is a great word here, right? It means continuing firmly or obstinately in a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. She didn't let those negative comments stop her.
Spot on, Ava. She was incredibly persistent. Now, after many months of saving, Clara finally had enough money to rent a small space. But then came the next challenge, finding the right location. Some places were too expensive, some were too small, and others were in areas with not many people. It felt like every door she knocked on was closed. This was another obstacle. An obstacle is something that blocks your way or prevents progress. She faced many obstacles, but she kept going. Keep going is another fantastic phrase that means to continue with what you are doing. She visited dozens of places, making phone calls, talking to real estate agents. It was exhausting. Some days she felt completely drained of energy.
Wow, so even after getting the money, there were still so many hurdles. It's like you solve one problem and two more appear. That's life, isn't it? And in English learning, it can feel similar. You master one grammar point, and then you realize there are 5 more complex ones to learn.
Exactly, Ava. But Clara kept going. She learned to adapt. She looked for creative solutions. Finally, she found a small, old shop in a quiet neighborhood. It needed a lot of work, but the rent was affordable and it had a charming rustic feel. She knew she could make it beautiful. This was her breakthrough. A breakthrough is a sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development. It was a turning point for her.
That's wonderful. So she overcame that big obstacle of finding a location. So overcome obstacles means to successfully deal with a difficult situation, right?
Precisely. She overcame that significant obstacle. Now, with the location secured, Clara began the hard work of renovating the shop herself, with the help of a few friends. She painted walls, built shelves, and installed new equipment. It took weeks and weeks of sweat and effort. Finally, Clara's Cozy Bakery was ready to open its doors. She felt a mix of excitement and nervousness on opening day, but then came the ultimate challenge: customers. In the beginning, there weren't many. Some days, only a handful of people came in. She worried she had made a terrible mistake. She saw her delicious cakes and fresh bread just sitting there, not being bought. This was really disheartening. Disheartening means causing someone to lose determination or confidence. It's similar to discouraging, but perhaps a bit stronger.
Oh no! After all that effort, to not have customers, that would be so tough to experience. I can imagine her feeling so disappointed. It must have felt like all her hard work was for nothing.
It was incredibly tough, Ava. She felt her spirits sink. But again, Clara remembered her dream. She told herself, I will not give up now. I've come too far. She decided to put in even more effort. She started waking up earlier to bake even more fresh items. She offered free samples to people walking by. She introduced a loyalty program. She even started a small social media page to promote her bakery. She was determined to make it work. Determined means having made a firm decision and being resolved not to change it. She was resolute.
That's the spirit. It's all about putting in that extra effort, isn't it? Even when things look bleak. She kept pushing through those difficulties, didn't she? So push through difficulties means to continue to make progress or succeed despite problems or obstacles.
Absolutely, Ava. She kept pushing through. And slowly, things started to change. People began to notice her delicious pastries and friendly service. Word spread. More and more customers started coming to Clara's Cozy Bakery. The smell of fresh bread began to fill the street every morning. Soon, her small shop was bustling with happy customers every day. Clara had achieved her dream. To achieve a dream means to successfully reach or fulfill a goal or aspiration. She did it. Her bakery became a beloved spot in the neighborhood, and it all happened because she never, ever gave up.
What a beautiful and inspiring story, Lily. It really shows that perseverance pays off. Clara faced so many challenges, financial difficulties, finding a location, attracting customers, but she just kept going, kept pushing through, and that's what made her successful.
It truly does, Ava. And the wonderful thing is that the same principles apply to learning English. When you feel discouraged, when you face an obstacle like a difficult pronunciation, or you struggle to understand a native speaker, remember Clara. Don't give up. Keep going. Push through. You can achieve your English fluency dream. Let's recap some of those powerful phrases we learned from Clara's story. We heard never give up, feel discouraged, face challenges, overcome obstacles, keep going, push through difficulties, be determined, and achieve a dream. These are all super useful for talking about resilience and success in any aspect of life.
Those are fantastic phrases, Lily. They're not just for stories, but for real life too. And I can totally see how they apply to learning English. Sometimes I feel discouraged when I can't remember a word, but then I remember I have to keep going.
Exactly. Now, let's practice using some of these phrases. I'm going to say a sentence, and I want you, our listeners, to repeat it out loud after me. Don't be shy. This is your chance to really activate these words in your speaking. Ready? Here's the first one.
Clara decided to never give up on her dream. Repeat after me. Clara decided to never give up on her dream.
Good. Get that rhythm and pronunciation.
Even when she felt discouraged, she kept going. Repeat. Even when she felt discouraged, she kept going.
Feeling those words as you say them makes a big difference.
She had to face many challenges to open her bakery. Repeat. She had to face many challenges to open her bakery.
Excellent. Keep that energy up.
It was difficult, but she pushed through difficulties. Repeat. It was difficult, but she pushed through difficulties.
You're doing great. One more.
Finally, she achieved her dream of owning a bakery. Repeat. Finally, she achieved her dream of owning a bakery.
Fantastic. Repeating these sentences out loud really helps them stick in your mind and makes you more confident in using them.
Absolutely, Ava. Speaking aloud is crucial. Now let's hear a short mini conversation using some of these phrases in a more everyday context. Ava, want to play a quick scenario with me?
I'd love to, Lily. What's our scenario?
Okay, imagine you're feeling a bit frustrated with your English studies. You've been trying to watch a movie without subtitles, and it's just not clicking. I'm your friend, trying to encourage you.
Sighs dramatically. Oh, Lily, I'm so frustrated. I just watched The Crown and I understood like 10% of it. I feel so discouraged sometimes. Maybe I should just give up on trying to watch movies in English.
Whoa, hold on. Never give up on it, Ava. Watching movies is such a great way to improve. I know it's hard to face these challenges, but you've been doing so well. Remember how you couldn't understand anything just a few months ago? You've made huge progress.
I guess so. But it just feels like such an obstacle right now. Every time I try, I get lost. I feel like I'm not improving.
I understand. It's okay to feel that way. But the important thing is to keep going. Don't let a few difficult moments stop you. Maybe try starting with a TV show that has simpler language, or even rewatch parts of The Crown with English subtitles first. You just have to push through these difficulties and you'll overcome them. You're so determined to improve your English. I know you are.
You're right. I guess I just needed to hear that. I won't give up. I want to achieve my dream of watching English movies fluently, and I know it will take time and effort. Thanks, Lily.
Anytime, Ava. See how natural those phrases sound in a real conversation? That's what we want for your English, too. Now, for all of you listening, let's talk about some practical tips to help you never give up on your English learning journey.
Yes, please. I'm always looking for actionable advice.
All right, so tip number 1, set small, achievable goals. When your goal is become fluent, it can feel overwhelming and lead to discouragement. Break it down. Maybe your goal for this week is to learn 10 new vocabulary words, or to practice speaking for 5 minutes every day, or to understand one short English news article. Small wins build confidence and momentum, making it easier to keep going. Every small step forward is progress, and progress keeps you motivated.
That's brilliant advice. I think sometimes we look at the big picture goal and forget that it's made up of hundreds of tiny accomplishments. Celebrating those small wins really helps you feel like you're actually moving forward instead of standing still.
Exactly. Tip number 2, embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. This is a big one. Many learners are afraid to speak because they worry about making mistakes. But guess what? Everyone makes mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes, I make mistakes, Ava makes mistakes. The important thing is not to avoid them, but to learn from them. Think of a mistake as a sign that you are trying, that you are pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. If Clara had been afraid of making mistakes, she would have never opened her bakery. So speak up. Make those mistakes. They are your teachers.
That resonates so much with me. I used to be so shy about speaking English, especially with native speakers, because I was terrified of saying something wrong. But you're right, every time I made a mistake and someone corrected me kindly, I learned something valuable. It's like falling when you're learning to ride a bike. You fall, you get back up, and you learn how to balance better.
Such a perfect analogy, Ava.
And finally, tip number 3, find your why and remind yourself of it often. Why are you learning English? Is it for a better job? To travel the world? To connect with people from different cultures? To enjoy movies and books in their original language? Whatever your reason, your why is your fuel. When you feel discouraged or when you face an obstacle, recall your why. Let it reignite your determination to keep going and push through difficulties. Clara's why was her love for baking and bringing joy to people with her creations. That kept her going when everything else was hard. That's a powerful one, Lily. Sometimes, when you're in the thick of it, it's easy to forget why you started. Taking a moment to reconnect with that original motivation can really provide the energy you need to keep going.
Absolutely. So, dear listeners, remember Clara's story. Remember the power of never give up. Your English journey is exactly that, a journey. There will be bumps, there will be detours, but if you keep taking those small steps, if you embrace your mistakes, and if you always remember your why, you will achieve your dream of fluency. You really will.
And we're here to cheer you on every step of the way. Think of us as your language learning partners.
Exactly. So for your practice this week, try to find one thing that you've wanted to give up on, whether it's an English challenge or something else in your life, and try to apply Clara's mindset. Tell yourself, I will never give up on this. And practice using those phrases we learned today. Use, I feel discouraged, but I will keep going, or this is a challenge I need to push through. Use them in your thoughts. Say them out loud.
That's a wonderful challenge for our listeners. It's all about applying what you learn to real life. And remember, consistency is key, just like Lily said earlier. A little bit every day goes a long way.
It truly does. Thank you so much for joining us on Thesaurus Thrive today. If you found this episode inspiring and helpful, please do us a huge favor. Like this episode, share it with a friend who might need a little motivation, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming lessons. Your support really helps us keep going and bring you more great content.
Yes, absolutely. We love hearing from you in the comments too. Let us know what dream you're working towards or a challenge you're determined to overcome. We'd love to read about your perseverance stories.
We truly would. Remember, your journey to English fluency is possible, and you've got this. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, never give up. We'll catch you in the next episode for more exciting English learning. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Keep thriving.